NEC holds awareness lecture for Abu Dhabi Electoral College. UAE celebrates Nelson Mandela's life and work. And massive fire breaks out in New Delhi. This is 7National News in our top story this evening as we move closer to the FNC election of 2011. The FNC awareness campaign got underway on Monday, where experts from the National Election Committee briefed members of the Abu Dhabi Electoral College. Members were informed on their rights, the rules and the process of cabinet formation. In addition, the role of the Federal National Council members was outlined. Meanwhile, in a statement released today, His Excellency Dr. Anwar Mohammed Gargash, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Minister of State for Federal National Council Affairs and Head of the National Election Committee, stressed that stability and modernisation are key considerations in the UAE's political programme. He added that the big increase in size and content of the electoral process is testimony to the success of the political programme. Various lectures will be conducted in all 7 Emirates to cover maximum ground, and sessions will take place in Dubai on the 19th and 20th of this month.
We aim at creating awareness among citizens about the elections, about bylaws regulating the elections, what are their role as members of the Electoral College, and also opening a Q&A session to answer all the queries that arise during the past time.
The Dubai International Financial Centre announced today the DIFC's sub-economy contribution to both Dubai and the UAE's GDP. As the only financial cluster in the region, the DIFC's share in Dubai's GDP is estimated at 3.6%, figured at $81.96 billion according to officials. The survey also indicated that the DIFC accounted for around 1% of the UAE's estimated GDP. Financial institutions from emerging markets such as India, China and Turkey are now operating from the DIFC exchange. 477 companies responded to the DIFC economic survey, representing almost 62% of its client base. Experts believe that figures released today will further drive investor interest.
It's a testimony to the importance that the institutions play in developing the economy of Dubai and the UAE. But also it's a testimony for the confidence that these institutions have in the platform available in the DIFC for them to grow from here, for them to expand their operations from here.
What's interesting, I think, is that during 2010. The bulk of the increase in the companies coming into the DIFC came from the emerging markets. So we've seen more Chinese banks and financial institutions and service providers coming to the DIFC, more Indian companies, more Turkish companies coming in. These are important because those are companies that are building the links between DIFC, the UAE, and emerging markets, in particular in Asia.
The Criminal Investigation Department of the Dubai Police says they will have no leniency for beggars during Ramadan. This has been a challenge in recent years as the UAE became a popular destination for illegal solicitation during the holy month. For the last 2 years, the authorities arrested hundreds of people who have been making good business out of duping people for their generosity. Khadija Saleh has this exclusive.
With just a couple of weeks before Ramadan, Colonel Mohammed Al-Muhairi, director of the Tourist Police Department of the Dubai Police, says they are ready for the beggars who prey on the public's kindness during the holy month. According to the official, the situation has improved since they began their campaign last year, and they aim to bring the numbers down from around the 200 arrested in 2010.
We are trying to make this 200 reach nothing. Maybe they will reach 10, 15, but we'll make sure we take care of this, get rid of this. You need to come for work, you are mostly welcome, but don't come big. This is not accepted.
Colonel Al-Moheri says this figure is in stark comparison to around 600 arrests made during Ramadan in 2009. He warns the public to beware of the dangers related to helping the street beggars. More than 90% of those arrested last year are from Africa, Asia, and some Arab countries, coming in business or tourist visas. Many of them pretended to be handicapped and used various methods in soliciting alms, including letters such as this that detail their difficult situation, complete with an account number.
We warn these people or the people who bring them that we are not be very nice with them, because if they are trying to spoil our image and they are not coming as a group, we will stand against them. This is solely to protect the community, protect everybody's security, protect from theft, protect from assault.
The official also added that those who will be caught doing this illegal activity will face fines and jail term.
The law says if you are okay physically all right, the law will keep you in jail for 1 month plus 3,000 penalty. If you are handicapped and you are, for example, your leg or something, and what they do is 15 days imprisonment, and 1,500. For non-resident, we send them back.
The officials said their campaign called Judge Yourself aims to raise awareness among the public that charity is encouraged, but through the proper channels. The Dubai police says last year's success is due to a well-coordinated effort between the government agencies, such as the Immigration, the Dubai Municipality, and Oax-aca. And this year, they encourage the public to be more vigilant. Khadija Sali, 7 National News.
Dubai police have arrested a gang that were involved in a jewellery robbery in Dubai's international city, who stole 11 million dirhams worth of jewels. According to a local paper, a police officer stated that the gang were arrested just hours after the incident took place. 7 Asian men had rented a shop behind the targeted jewellery store and had managed to steal the jewels through a hole that they'd made in one of the walls. The gang were caught on surveillance cameras and admitted that the robbery had been plotted months ago. And on the other side of town, an investigation into another robbery has been launched, where 16 kilograms of gold was stolen in the gold souk in Deira. No official details have been released as yet. The UAE has joined the world in celebration of Nelson Mandela's 93rd birthday. Since 2009, the 18th of July has also been declared by the United Nations as the Icons International Day in recognition of his contribution to peace and freedom. This year, the South African Embassy in the UAE, in cooperation with a local non-profit organisation, aims to celebrate his life by inspiring others to dedicate 67 minutes to community service. In celebration, a 67-foot canvas dedicated to Mandela has been on display at the Khalidia Mall in Abu Dhabi, with UAE residents, officials and dignitaries having signed in their birthday wishes. In addition to well-wishers, organisers from Natham say this also aims to raise the public's consciousness on how they can emulate Nelson Mandela's 67 years spent in service to the community.
Our leaders has provided for us most of our living condition. We have a role to do. Our role is to share with the community, to participate in their function, to have that human touch, because now this is missing.
Among the striking features of the canvas is the book cover featuring South Africa's former president with the UAE's late president, His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, who both happened to be born in the same year. The book will detail stories of the UAE residents who dedicated at least 67 minutes of their lives into doing something good for the community, and will be published later this year. And looking to news abroad now, massive fire broke out in an electric substation on Sunday in India's national capital, New Delhi. Soon after the fire broke out, the fire brigade rushed to the spot and took control of the situation. Present at the site, a fire officer of New Delhi Municipal Corporation told media persons that the incident happened due to a short circuit and overloading. A couple of fire brigades were deployed to douse the inferno as smoke massively polluted the air. The mishap caused much chaos among locals residing nearby. According to the media reports, no casualties have been reported so far. And residents in southern Mexico sought shelter on Saturday as intense rains caused heavy flooding that affected some 38,000 people and killed at least 2. Torrential downpours hammered Oaxaca, causing mudslides that blocked roads and destroyed homes. In the seaport of Salina Cruz, one mudslide killed 2 people when it buried their house. The local media reported that 3 other people had been injured in a separate mudslide. Troops and Red Cross teams brought hot food and other basic supplies to Salina Cruz residents, while the Oaxaca state government recommended that the federal government declare a state of emergency in several parts of the department. And up next, we have the day's business news, so stay with us.